Europe is maturing at a much faster rate than before. Has Europe catched up with the US? Definitely not. So there's still a lag of, I would say, 5, 10, maybe even more than that, maybe 2 decades gap, but it's catching up on. When you compare on the very tactical aspects like valuations and deal sizes, you would see a growing curve and catching up with the US numbers. When you look at with terms of deployability of capital, I would say there used to exist a lot of gap in the Series A within European ecosystem. Now that has disappeared. Now the gap exists in the Series B and beyond. So you would see a lot of startups actually trying to move to the US to get the funding which is required at that stages. And also because there's a lot of AI boom within the US.
We've come across a lot of managers, and as of today, we focus on North America. We have some managers that have some exposure to Europe. In specific sectors, it makes a lot more sense, but we've come across a lot of managers that pitch us as the bridge, that they have networks in Europe, they have networks in the US, and they can be the bridge venture investor to help take that startup and get them exposure to the US market, help them move to the US, help them get venture funded from the US, because ultimately many of those European startups want to exit in the US. And so it's an interesting play that we've been seeing, that they're the bridge investor between the two continents, or they're the person that can, be that key part of their journey that gets them the customer base in the US, or gets them the key hires that they need in the US to expand into that market. So it's been really interesting. We've seen Europe evolve, but as of today, we're not investing there.